Okay, right. Very good morning, students. So, today we are going to discuss permutations and combinations. Okay, right. So, in permutations and combinations, first of all, we are going to discuss introduction. We are going to discuss introduction. So, in that introduction, we are going to discuss factorial. Factorial. What is factorial? What is factorial? So you know this already. So factorial means the product of first n natural, the product of first n natural numbers denoted by n factorial, or factorial means you have to take like this. The product of first n natural numbers is denoted by the symbol n factorial, or so factorial you have to take like this, or you take like this. So that is, suppose that is n factorial equal to this, read it as n factorial. This is also n factorial. It can be written as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 and so on n. That is n factorial representation. N factorial representation. So you tell me some examples. So 2 factorial, it can be written as 1 into 2. Next, 3 factorial means, so 1 into 2 into 3. 4 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Like you can write the factorial. Okay na? So 2 factorial ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 2 ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 3 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 3 ಮುಗಿಸಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 4 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 4 ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ನಾವು 1 ಇಂದಾನೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 1 ಇಂದ 0 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ 0 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು? 0 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 1 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಲ್ಸೋ 1. 1 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1, 0 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1. Can confuse ಆಗಬೇಡ. Okay, right? 0 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ 1. Okay na? 1 factorial value 1. Remember these 2 points. That is about factorial. So small problems we will do on this factorial. Listen. Small problems, very simple concept. Small. So find the value of example question 1. Find the value of first question 18 factorial divided by 16 factorial. Second question 9 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 5 factorial. 3 factorial into 5 factorial. Right? So see this solution. First one solution. 18 factorial divided by 16 factorial. So 18 factorial means I said very clearly. So 1 in the 18 ವರೆಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 8 into 9 into 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. That is called 18 factorial. Next 16 factorial means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So what values cancel? 1, 1 cancel, 2, 2 cancel, 3, 3 cancel, 4, 5, up to how many values cancel? Up to 16 values should be cancelled. So what is remaining? What is remaining? 17 into 18. How much? 17 into 18 how much? 306. 17 into 18 means what? 8. So 18 factorial means 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 8 ಇಂದ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. 16 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 16 ತನಕ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 17 into 18 ಬಂತು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಆನ್ಸರು? 306. ಎಷ್ಟು ಆನ್ಸರು? 306. ನೋಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 9 factorial divided by, so 3 factorial into 5 factorial. So 9 factorial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ. So 9 factorial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 1 into 2 into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 3 factorial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 1 into 2 into 3 into 5 factorial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, 5. Now simplification. 1, 1 cancel, 2, 2 get cancelled, 3, 3 get cancelled. Remaining 2 ones, 2 twos. Again, so 3 ones, 3 twos. 5, 5 get cancelled. Next 2 into 2, 4. 4, 4 get cancelled. Remaining what is there? 7 into 8 into 9. This much only remaining. Divided by 1 means the same value only. So simplified what we are getting? What is remaining in numerator? What is remaining in numerator? 7 into 8 into 9 means multiplied 504. In denominator 1 is only is there. So 504 divided by 1 means 504. 504. So like that you have to do factorial simplifications. So for factorial, small note point is there. For factorial, small note point is there. For factorial, small note point is there. So n factorial equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. So here 4 factorial can be written as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So it can be written as 4 factorial, it can be written as 3 factorial into 4, right? 4 factorial, 1 into 2 into 3 means 3 factorial, 4 right as it is. So 4 factorial can be written as, 3 can be written as what? 4 minus 1 factorial into 4. So this note point example. So 4 factorial you should write 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, right? So after that 4 factorial equal to 1 into 2 into 3 can be written as what? 3 factorial into 4, right as it is. After that, so 3 factorial, 3 can be written as 4 minus 1 factorial into 4. So this is the example of first point. So this is about factorial. In permutations and combinations, very important points are there. So now this is introduction about permutations. In the permutations and combinations definitions, before that small introduction is there. So this is first point, very important. fundamental principle of counting. Fundamental principle of counting. So this is permutations completely depending on these two definitions. Permutations completely depending on these two definitions. Hence, what point given? Fundamental principle of counting. Counting means how many ways? Sometimes add and count, sometimes multiply and count. So two ways are there. Fundamental principle of counting means how many times? One time addition, one time multiplication. Fundamental principle of addition. Counting ಯಾವ ತರ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ fundamental principle of counting means two ways are there. So principle of counting two ways. Two ways means one is addition, another one is multiplication. One is addition, another one is, in that addition only included subtraction also. In that addition only included subtraction ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ತಗೊಂಡೋದು ಎಡಿಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ about this one small definition is suppose an event E can occur in m ways and another event can occur in m ways both are independent events. Both are independent events. Then the event E or F can occur in m plus n ways. Can occur in m plus n ways. It is called fundamental principle of addition. ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ. Suppose an event E can occur in m ways. So related one example I will write. You can understand very easily. So related I will write one example. Listen. Example. If a college has 7 male professors and 6 female professors, to teach mathematics, then by rule of sum, or addition, a student a student can choose a professor in 7 plus 6 ways. 7 plus 6 ways. So total how many ways? 7 plus 6 means 13 ways. Listen carefully. Suppose, now I will read the definition. Suppose an event E can occur in m ways and another event can occur in m ways. Both are independent events. Then the event E or F can occur in m plus n ways. So this is called a rule of addition. So simultaneously I will give an example here. So if a college has 7 male professors and 6 female professors to teach mathematics. Okay na? Mathematics ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. So 7 members male professors adaru, 6 female professors adaru. Andre by rule of sum a student, suppose ನನಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಡೌಟ್ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು? ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇವರು ಈ 7 ಕಡೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, 7ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ 6 ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾರ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ 13 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾರ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಟೋಟಲ್ 13 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾರ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಈ 13 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು? 13 ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್? ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ both are independent events. So here female professors and male professors are independent. Male professors and female professors are independent. Understand? Next I will give one more example. Note down. One more example I will give. Listen. And transmutation. Transportation. And transportation. Example. Here A is one place and B is another place. Okay now? So here A is one place, this is starting point, this is ending point. So one person A to B reach ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ so one person, so total 3 possibilities are there. One is flight. Another one is train. Another one is road. Another one is road. Okay na? So A in the B reach ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ A is one place and A is one city and B is another city. So A ಇಂದ B ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು? ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಸೊ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು? ಟೋಟಲ್ 3 ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆರ್ 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to total how many possibilities? 3 ways. Total 3 ways are there. So you can write the same definition. You can write, so A, the event A will occur in one way, and A event will occur in another way. So B event will can occur in total how many possibilities? ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವ? ಮೂರು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಮೂರು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಈಚ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್. ಸೊ ಫ್ಲೈಟಿಂದ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂದ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ರೋಡಿಂದ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್, ಈಚ್ ಆರ್ 1 2 3. ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ನಾಗ ಹೋಗಿದಂದರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಟ್ರೈನಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟು, ಟ್ರೈನು, ರೋಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್, ಇದು ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ವೇಸ್? 3 ways ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. So A to B reach ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ what are the possible? Total 3 possible. This is the example of fundamental principle of addition. Next, it will be generalized. The same formula, the same addition formula can be generalized. In general, an event E1 can occur in m ways, and the event E2 can occur m2 ways, and another event E3 can occur in m3 ways, and so on, by the rule of sum. An event can occur in m1 plus m2 plus and so on plus mn ways. m1 plus m2 plus and so on mn ways. The same definition can be generalized. Okay, the same definition can be generalized. Next one is second one. Fundamental principle of multiplication. Fundamental principle of multiplication. This is very, very important. Fundamental principle of multiplication. This is very, very important. Suppose an event E can occur in m ways, and corresponding to each way of each way of occurrence, each way of occurrence of the event, occurrence of the event, occurrence of the event, another event B, another event B, another event B can occur in n ways, then both the events A and B A and B can occur in m into n ways. Both the events can occur in mn ways. So this is very simple. Listen carefully. One event can occur in m ways, and corresponding to each way of occurrence of the event means what? So one is depending on another. So event 1 is depending on event 2, means event 1 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ event 2 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ E and another event F can occur in n ways. Then both the events A and B can occur in mn ways. Okay, means what is the difference between fundamental principle of multiplication is nothing but product rule, or rule of product rule, that is addition rule, first one. So here events one is depending on another, so in previous one both are independent. See one example for this one. One person is there, A place and B place and C place. A to B reach agbekanದ್ರೆ flight. Next this is train. Next this is road. So this one reach agbekanದ್ರೆ one is train, other one is road. Okay, these are the possibilities. Means one person is there. So A ಇಂದ C reach ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ A to B, how many possibilities are there? 3 possibilities. Okay na? So A to B reach ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ flight ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬಹುದು, road ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬಹುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ train ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬಹುದು. Okay na? 3 possibilities. ಮತ್ತೆ B to C reach ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ರೋಡ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನಾವು A to C ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು? A to C ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? A to B ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ A to C ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ B ಟಚ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಾ? B ಟಚ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು, ವಯಾ ಬಿನೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ A ಇಂದ C ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ A and ends with C. ಓಕೆನಾ? A to C means how many possibilities are there? They are asking. How many possibilities are there? They are asking. Tell me. So here 3 possibilities, here to here 3 possibilities. Into, so here to here how many possibilities? 2. So total how many possibilities? 6 possibilities are there. Here ಎ ಟು ಸಿ ನಾವು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ? ನನಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 6 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 + 2 5 ಅಂತೂ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಎದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಟು ಬಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ 3 ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು. ಬಿ ಟು ಸಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿ ಟು ಸಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಟು ಬಿ. This B to C, that way is already depending on AB. Already depending on AB means this ABC and AB are both are dependent events. These are dependent events. Listen once again this one. Suppose an event E can occur in m ways and the corresponding to each way of occurrence of the event, another event F can occur in n different ways. Both events A and B, I read wrong here. So E and F can occur in m n ways. Means what? So this AB event and BC event both are independent events. Both are not independent, both are dependent. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ವೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ವಯಾ ಬಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಚ್ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಚ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಬಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ depending event. So one is a depending event. So B is depending on A, B is depending on C. These are independent, not independent events. Both are depending events. That's why you have to take multiplication. So why you have to take multiplication? Then you tell me 6 ways. Your doubt is okay na? First I started flight. Okay na? Flight ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ರೋಡ್, ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ರೋಡ್, ಒನ್ ವೇ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಒನ್ ವೇ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್, ಒನ್ ವೇ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರೈನು ರೋಡ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೋಡ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಾನು. ರೋಡ್, ಟ್ರೈನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೋಡ್, PR, TT. These are the ways. 5 or 6. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎ ಟು ಬಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿ ಟು ಸಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ರೋಡ್. FR ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೋಡ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್. FT means like that you have to arrange the ways. Means total how many ways? 6 ways. FT means flight to train. So FT means flight to train. FR means flight to road. Like. Listen. Next, one more example also I will give. Listen. Example one more. A person has two shirts and 3 pants. A person has 2 shirts and 3 pants. In how many ways he can wear that? how many ways he can wear that. In find how many ways he can wear the dress. How many ways he can wear the dress? Using rule of product, using principle of multiplication. So, one person. This is one person. Okay, now he has two shirts. S1, S2. Two shirts he has. And how many pants? 3 pants. P1, P2, P3. In how many ways he can wear the dress? I am asking. How many? Asking. Right? S1 and S2. P1, P2, P3. This person first day taking one shirt, one pant. So what happens? S1, P1, one pair. Next, the same person taking first shirt and second pant. So S1, P2. The same shirt and the pant is different. S1, P3. So next one. So for next second shirt, first pant. So S2, P1. So second shirt and second pant, S2, P2. Second shirt and third pant. So S2, P3. So any pair is matching here. Any pair is the same here. S1, P1. This is one possibility. 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 So every time it is not possible to write each pair, and each time we have to calculate. This process is very lengthy. That's why they used one product rule. By a rule of product, they take 2 into 3 equal to 6. 2 into 3 equal to 6. So they will write simply 2 into 3 is equal to 6 by product rule. So every time it is not possible to calculate each and every point. So see, listen with me. One person has 2 shirts, 3 pants. That's why they calculated S1 P1, S2 P2. So S1 means first shirt, P1 means first pant. So like without matching, they can wear. These are the possibilities. Total 6 possible ways they can wear the dress. Understand? So using product rule, you can write simply 6. Note down. So in your material, some simple questions are there. You should see. Simple questions are there in your material, page number 176. Page number 176. Some simple questions are there in your material. Page number 176. Page number 176. On this, so compute first question. Compute 8 factorial divided by, so 6 factorial into 2 factorial. So like that problems we already completed, right? So you do this one homework. Solution, you do homework. Next question, second one. So what given? If 1 by 6 factorial plus 1 by 7 factorial equal to x by 8 factorial, it is find x value. Find x value. Find x value. Understand? Listen, very simple question. 1 by 6 factorial plus 1 by 7 factorial can be written as, I was given on a note point, n factorial equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. Using this note point, you have to simplify. So 7 factorial I will write 7 into 7 minus 1 means 6 factorial. Next, this is also x divided by, this is 8 factorial, you can write as 8 into 7 into 6 factorial according to that formula. So 1 by 1 you have to reduce. So 8 factorial means what? 8 into 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 8. 8 factorial means, okay na? 8 factorial nani simply marked. This can be written as a 6 factorial. This can be written as a 6 factorial. So 7 and 8 write as it is. 7 and 8 write as it is. Okay, right? Next, 1 by 6 factorial, 1 by 6 factorial, 1 by 6 factorial. So left hand side is there, right hand side is common. 1 by 6 factorial, everyone in the denominator only. 1 by 6 factorial common means what is remaining? 1 by 1 plus 1 by 7. It is equal to x by 8 into 7 into 6 factorial. So both sides 6 factorial will be cancelled. 6 factorial will be cancelled. So what is remaining left hand side? 1 by 1 plus 1 by 7. LCM ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ? 7 ಬರ್ತದೆ. So 7 plus 1. It is equal to x by 8 into 7. So 7 cancel. Remaining 7 plus 1 is what? 8. So 8 into 8, 8 by 1 is equal to x by 8. Again cross multiplication. So 8 into 8 is 64. X equal to 64 is your answer. X equal to 64. Okay na? So like that you have to practice third one. You have to practice only third and fourth questions. In your material, third question and fourth question, these two questions and along with first question, these three problems only your homework. Okay na? Next class I will start exercise problems on rule of multiplication. Okay na? Principle. So next class I will start fundamental principle of addition problems, fundamental principle of multiplication. Fundamental principle of multiplication problems are more. Okay na? Fundamental principle of addition we are not using many times, only rarely we are using. Okay na? So thank you all. Thank you everyone.